Hey guys, it's Tally and Trevere, here with more Slay the Princess. Sorry for kind of missing out on streams last week. I was just really busy with work stuff. Hey Sarah, welcome to the stream. It's fine if you don't participate much. To be honest, I am more of a lurker when it comes to streams. I usually just don't really say anything, so I totally understand. But yeah, I'm glad you're here. The plan for today is to continue kind of doing a deep dive on our remaining routes. I will mention that I'm leaving for vacation next week, and I really, really want to get this game finished before then. So basically we have 4 more routes to explore, and then we're, I guess, gonna have to kind of quickly do a 5th one just to round out a full playthrough. And then after that, we have, well, I was planning to do one full kind of run to try to get the new ending, where we just kind of get all of the red text endings. We have 3 streams left to accomplish all that, so I don't know how doable that is. But yeah, we'll try. I think we can get our remaining routes done in 2 streams, and then we have 1 stream left to do the last bit, which I don't know if I can do that, but I can try. I guess if all else fails, I can try to fit in an extra stream next week. I'm not going to be around on Thursday, but I could maybe do like a Tuesday and Wednesday stream, which is not my usual schedule, but we could maybe make it work. So, yeah, I guess if we can maybe even get through more than 2 endings today, that would be ideal. But yeah, I think in the previous ones we've gone 2 per episode, so we might end up doing 2 more this time. Anyway, let's just keep going. I was thinking I might want to start with the damsel one, because I really like that ending, and I would be really excited to see what else it has for us.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
So, let's go for it.
The interior of the
Hello, Omega Prime. Welcome to the stream.
The door to the basement.
I'm here to save you.
Do I have to tell you how?
Let's just go straight for it.
You're only making this more difficult.
Okay. I'll...
You make your way to the bottom of...
Speed running today, I guess.
Fine. No, we won't have any of...
No slaying here.
Stop that.
I don't have my copy. Oh, it still hasn't come? It's been like weeks now.
The blade. Move the blade.
I wonder if it got lost. That's unfortunate. Huh. I don't know if you can, like, try to contact them or anything to see if you can find out what happened to it. Well, I hope you can get it soon.
Before you go any further. Excuse me?
Wait, why is this dialogue different?
Forget he said anything.
But he is a villain.
He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Why is this dialogue different?
Last
What?
time? What are you talking
So
about?
weird.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice.
I think maybe because I'm
Let's not
speeding through things and not taking other dialogue options.
I do, but I also speak from the heart.
Weird. I mean, that's how it is in this game. Every single dialogue option you
The interior of the
choose
cabin is
changes
clean
the
and
later dialogue. Let's just keep going.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
This dialogue I've definitely heard before, so I'm surprised it's
Yes, for everyone's
not
sake, you're not in love.
there. Yeah,
Just
they say different
remember
stuff.
that her charms are
Yep.
all part of the manipulation. That's right, villain. And you killed us.
So I did hear that there are different variants of the happily ever after route. And I mean, like, you could tell, given that I saw one of the achievements mentioned having a different voice. So clearly there are different ways to get there. I think it's just based on, like, what dialogue you pick before, you know, going for
Well, she killed us.
the
Only because he made us try
ending.
to kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruel. And you've died, but we nothing.
Okay. So, I guess... Where even were we in the saves? So many saves. God damn. Are we really 13 pages in? How many pages even are there? What? Are you serious? How many pages of saves are there? I got the paranoid. I remember seeing that, but I don't remember which voice you got. Which voice did I get? That's a good question. I think it was the paranoid. Are there 100 pages of saves? What the hell is this? Just infinite? Okay, well, let's not waste too much time on that right now. It's pretty funny, though. Alright. I guess this time I'm going to just go for it.
Rescue her? What
I think for a start, I'll try doing the same way that I did before.
And even if don't you know if her hand because I'm not would you rather I think I'd rather one of us then let no. You're what?
I would if you had a...
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain
Wait, hang on a sec.
panic depth.
This was new. Did we take the weapon last time? What? I don't remember that.
You wouldn't.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot
Alright,
of
let's
strong
go for it.
feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Huh, I guess I must have taken the blade last time.
Luckily
Oh,
for
well.
Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Actually, I wonder if that affects the route that you end up, or rather the variant of the chapter 3 that you end
Who
up
needs a
on.
weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of...
I don't actually...
She doesn't even know what she wants. So gullible.
I think I want to leave.
The princess closes her and then she shrugs.
I don't know.
I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
What would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Why is my preview broken again? You guys can still see everything, right? I think my stream is fine, it's just my preview that's broken.
okay. I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
The other voices you start to leave but change your mind. Yeah, I was thinking it might be something like that. Alright, let's...
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think
I
that
love
will
her
make
whole
you
change in
happy,
demeanor
then-
here. Like, so far in the damsel route, she's very much a doormat. Kind of just cardboard cutout, just saying, oh, I just want whatever makes you happy. And then this is the first time that she actually shows any kind of emotion of her own. She says she just wants what would make me happy, but she's clearly so uncomfortable with this. I just feel so bad for her.
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
Poor little princess.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again. Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad? She's
All right.
distraught. This is unacceptable. The princess. Everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Alright.
You're on a
Back
path
here
in
again.
the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clear. We've been here before. Not that he was eager to divulge that.
So yeah, back with the paranoid.
Right on cue, here's the... I can't say I'm happy to be here. Okay, yes, I get it. We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen the... Yeah, a certain lovesick fool. Oh, you're right. Is it a bonus voice? I'm not saying it's a... I'm going to describe the interior. Before you, there's...
Let's go.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. The handle is right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like. There is no door, there's a mirror. No, there isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. That's because I'm not lying. Look, if you need help, just raise your hand, and I'll guide it where it needs to go. You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. It's gone. I don't like things disappearing on us. I don't like how fluid reality seems to be. Neither do I. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to... If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... Well...
I love how he
this
doesn't
has
even do the
thrown you
line
off
this
your
time.
rhythm. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature? That is precisely why she poses a threat. I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning. No, you can't Her voice.
You're home.
As much as I... Why are you so on edge? That is the problem. And don't...
Alright, so last time I played along with everything.
This hall, like
And
the
this
one
time
below,
I definitely
pristine
want to
books.
try,
That's
first of all,
where
not
it is.
participating in things.
Isn't
And maybe also
Suspiciously easy.
slaying
There
her.
has to be a twist. There has to be something.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together.
As the words leave her mouth, the torches...
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Okay, save time. Excuse me.
But as you attempt to get up, the torches flare and shadowed hands pin your wrists to the arms of your too comfortable seat.
Hmm.
There will be no getting up. There will be no attempts to slay her. At least not for now.
Can't get up. Something's holding me down.
The princess smiles nervously.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. That's just how it works here. We don't have to go anywhere anymore. We have everything we need. He just wants us to be happy.
You said he. Who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
It all makes sense now. It's him, isn't it? He's making.
Oh
all this-
wow,
he's
we
the
figured this
one
out
who
really fast this time, huh?
Who? The lovesick one, the one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He's the shadow.
Alright, let's try to talk to Smitten. It didn't work last time, but...
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response. No, I saw him smile. That's him. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me, but he wants me to ask. Isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired, and I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
Wow. Even Smitten isn't happy with this anymore. That's really sad.
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
You're supposed to have ever wanted.
Oh, right, dinner. I'd totally forgotten about it.
Flames burn bright and a shadow dives.
Go ahead and dig in.
Remember? Oh, but I'm not sure about anything. For what it's worth, I generally don't think.
No. Should I save? Nah, we're good.
Oh. But you were the one who asked about it.
I just wanted to know what the deal was. I never said I wanted to eat it.
Sorry. That was snippy.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay. We can figure something else out. Think. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This isn't fine. This isn't fine at all.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out.
Man, this route is just hard to watch sometimes. Poor princess.
What just happened? Did I...
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not. And if they all go out, there won't be any shadows left to hold us.
Well, that's a good point.
Won't there be more shadow?
Hero.
No. Just darkness without a shape. And then it won't be able to hold you any longer. You'll be able to do what you're supposed to. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other three torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
This place isn't right. We have to put the rest of them out. We have to get rid of that shadow.
Why would we ever do that? We need the light. It's what keeps us happy.
Oh no.
Oh, I know. We should do something. What if we played a game?
She's trying to distract us.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table.
We can probably work together to figure...
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions?
You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do.
You and the princess do
Oh, so you
indeed
can't
figure
skip
it
the
out as you
game,
go.
huh?
Oh, I think we got the role.
And so you start over.
Time pass. Hey!
Oh, you won.
Time passes.
Oh,
There is a long pause.
this isn't fun.
It's never. You don't need me to. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe...
Yeah.
The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, and so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, but then you get used to the additions. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And even the...
I'm out of ideas.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both...
I think we all know that we're not happy. We just have to admit it to ourselves.
Do we actually have everything we need? Because it doesn't feel like it. It feels like...
Like we've been given everything someone else has told us we wanted. But it isn't what we want.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
Hang on. I want to see if we can try to keep it on. You don't have to let it go out.
The princess turns to face the final torch, eyeing it with an empty but gentle fondness.
Yeah, the Smitten's love for the princess turned into an obsession, and now I just feel kind of bad for him. He's trapped in a cage of his own delusion. Yeah. Yeah, last time I feel like... At least I got the perhaps mistaken impression that he was still kind of in control of this situation. Like, he was trapping her and, like, giving her what he thinks would make her happy without actually understanding her. But now it seems like he doesn't want to be here either. Like, he's also deluded himself that he thinks he wants this. He thinks that she wants this and he wants this and this should be perfect. But even he's just kind of trapped in this situation and doesn't understand why he doesn't feel happy anymore. So that's also just kind of sad.
Wouldn't that be nice? I love the little life we've built, and I hope it never ends.
And it doesn't end. And the flame burns brightly gray eternal.
I suppose all our worry was for nothing. It's just playing pretend. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's always been cold here, hasn't it?
So we can just end things here. Do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? It's calling.
Hey Bucky, welcome to the stream. We got one new ending, I guess. Let's see how many we can get this stream.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes.
Wait, hang on.
Pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Wait, what did I do? Did I accidentally reload an in-progress game when I meant to start a new one? Because this isn't the first one. Uh-oh. Did I mess up? That's not good. I believe this is the second one, so in theory we can maybe keep going from here. And just, what's it? Because we do have, like, one extra thing. We have 4 routes that we want to get to this time, and 1/5 empty slot. So maybe this is okay?
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Yeah, this one is definitely from the second round. Alright. Do you think anything differently of this vessel than the previous?
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Alright, I'm going to save this just in case we want to come back to it. And go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time. We will meet again.
I mean, I could just start a new one. Wait, actually,
You're on a path.
I don't want to start a new thing right now. Right now, I want to go back. So, we'll figure out which one we actually want to proceed the game with, but for now, we do want to try some other options.
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs.
Well, I think the only other real option we have on this route is to slay her now. Let's do it, I guess.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Oh my god! The narrator is opposed to slaying her! That's a new one.
Isn't this what you wanted us to do from the beginning? It is. I think I might have made a terrible mistake. A terrible mistake? You sold this as her being a threat to the entire world. Was that a lie? No, it wasn't. I'm just not sure the world I want is worth it.
Wow. The character development.
This is some sort of trick. You're trying to use reverse psychology on us. Or what if this is reverse psychology? Think what you will. I'm only here to guide you. You're the one who makes the decisions.
Alright. I know what I decided to do. Slay the princess.
The princess doesn't try to flee as you cross the room, murderous intent settling into your eyes. All she does is stand to face you. She offers no resistance as your fingers wrap around the blade dangling from her neck.
Oh no. I just want to give her a hug. Look at her.
As the weapon sinks deep into her heart, all she manages are 3 muttered words.
Do not. Don't. Don't do it.
It's finally over.
Oh.
I didn't think it would be so awful to help you see this through, but all of this was for a reason. The world is better off without her. I really hope that's true. We'll never know, will we?
I feel cool. But I guess I've felt that way for a long, long time.
Voice of the monster. Yep. Oh no, sweetie. Though you've pierced her heart, you do not see her die, nor will you ever.
She's gone. Where did she go?
Kill your happy
Try and
ending.
find her?
It's finally over. Hello, Sissy, or however the heck you say your name. I don't know how to pronounce that, but thanks for coming to the stream anyway.
Is that a mirror? Why is it here?
We have done something
Why?
terrible.
It's calling.
Flickering lights, an empty city.
Okay, I'm assuming this is just the same vessel description as before.
This one is a songbird in
Yeah.
a cave. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing
Alright,
for herself.
I feel like if we were going to lock one in for the final ending, I would maybe go with this one just because it was more different, I think. Although, was it? Not really. It's still like the same vessel. But this one actually might give us the red text. So I think maybe we should experiment with that. Maybe we should go ahead with this one and take it to the end and see if we get the red text. And was there anything else I wanted to do on this one? Can we try to slay her at the very start? Let's see that. Okay, yeah, here we go. Slay the princess. Probably not. I think the smitten is going to stop us.
But as you attempt to get up,
Yeah,
torches flare and shadowed. There will be no getting up. At least not for now.
Okay, I think the rest of this is going to be the same. Alright, so I think maybe we should just go back to before this and see if we can get the different voice. Oh my gosh, I keep mixing up the save and load every time. Alright, so for the other voice, I think we have to
Rescue her? What are you
leave
talking about?
and
Did
then
you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you
change
want
our
to
minds
try and
later.
Unleash her onto the. Don't you see how? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip.
Alright, let's leave. Do you know how many endings there are? Not specifically. I think at this point I've kind of played this game for long enough that I can sorta kinda tell which dialogue options can potentially lead to different endings. I do have like a plan for what I'm doing for my streams. I don't remember if you were there for the end of last stream, but there are 4 routes that I want to explore more of. It's infinity. Yeah, it's pretty much infinity. This game has like 130 some achievements. Obviously some of them are multiple per route, but that should give you an idea of how many branches there are here. So, yeah, this is one of 4 routes that I still have to kind of finish exploring before we call an end to this playthrough.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs?
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting?
Love
Your
Orpheus,
slams
please
your
banish
face,
Smitten.
not clicks.
I mean, I don't mind Smitten. I think he's funny in his own way. I think he's an ass in this happily ever after route, but here, he's still funny.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Alright, do you think you can open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Yes.
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
Nobody is leaving this basement.
Yeah, I think you've got this.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you
Not to
kidding
get
me?
religious, but is Arceus God? I believe that's a Pokemon reference. I don't really know much about Pokemon, but I think it's one of like the legendary ones.
I told you she could do it.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
We're not slaying the princess.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Alright, I guess it's probably this then. What's the difference between this and just ignore them? I guess probably it's the same thing, but I think what we want is this. All we need to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together?
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it? Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
So what is Mew? What about the whole lot of time travelers? Honestly, I have very little Pokemon knowledge, so maybe any Pokemon folks in the chat can answer that. I do not know.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? Are we not enough for her?
You know, maybe, just maybe, the princess wants something more than just a lover. Maybe she has other desires in life apart from a romantic relationship.
She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
I find it so funny whenever the voices try to imitate each other. Trust me, it'll be better for both of us if we stay. We can be happy here. We just have to want it.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you. This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
And she's so desperate to please us. It's so sad.
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us. No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess. If we just say the right things. If we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here. As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise. Oh,
Alright, it's gonna be the same.
Are you sure you want to know? You plunge your...
Oh no! What are you doing?
Time out. He should... And yet, it will be soon. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged... Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay.
Oh, it's beautiful.
The princess. Everything goes dark? Yes.
Alright. Who are we getting this time?
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clearly... We've been here before. Well, not here. Now. He's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle.
I kind of feel bad for the princess, but like I said before, I also feel bad for Smitten. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel as bad for him because, like, he's literally the one who put us in this situation and is perpetrating it. But, yeah. He's not having a good time either. He's trapped both of them in this horrible, like, toxic relationship, basically. Nobody's happy here.
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you. I'm just happy to be here. Okay, yes, I get it. Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is before you. There's...
Oh yeah, we didn't mention the Smitten. Hey, where's the voice of the Smitten? He was here last time, and it's not like him to be this quiet.
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay?
Oh, sweet hero. It's just worrying about him.
We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess. Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
Alright, I guess let's go.
You cross the room, stopping. There is no door. No, there isn't. Now this is tricky. My eyes say there's a mirror, but my brain says there isn't one.
By your brain, do you mean the voices in your head?
Look, if you need help, just raise your hand, and I'll guide it where it needs to go. You reach forward, your hand is... I'm just glad we can all agree on a shared reality. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. If the princess lives here, don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great.
What does what mean? The Smitten being missing? Or what?
I'm not. But I appreciate the encouragement.
That's the trouble with these chats. That, like, when I get your messages, it's potentially after the thing that you're reacting to. So I can never quite know what people are actually commenting about.
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then no, you absolutely... Her voice.
You're home.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened, why are you so... Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem?
Oh, you see a mirror, but your brain says you don't? Yeah, well, is the mirror really there? When we reach forward, it disappears. So, it's a mystery.
That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. This hall, like your pristine blue. So that... Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together.
As the words leave her mouth, the torches...
Isn't that better?
Alright. Let's do our save. And let's see what new options we have now that we have the opportunist with us. Silently push yourself from your seat. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
The torches flare and shadow will be no getting up.
What are we supposed to do now?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgot about that.
Flames burn bright and a shadow
Go ahead and dig in.
Am I ever? Look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king. Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Hmm. I guess let's try eating?
You begin
So I guess
to
the
feast,
opportunist's
and the princess
modus
follows suit,
operandi
a
is
soft
usually
smile never
backstabbing.
failing.
So I would imagine the differences in this route maybe involve slaying her?
The food is more exquisite. You tear it. It is the best meal, but then it's over. And you're just as
There's no
hungry
cabin, there
as
is no
when you
princess. In
began.
fact, there is no world. I mean, yeah. We are the world. It's not completely
Wasn't that perfect?
out of the
We should do it
question.
again.
The shadow washes across the table. The food is a good meal is still a good meal. And then it's over.
You're still hungry too, right?
So the shadow sweeps over the table. The meat is fine. Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste. Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over.
No, something was wrong that.
Again, the shadow replaces you. The meat is... I'm so... Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings, and now we're eating like pigs. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torch...
What just happened?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife.
We're actually just referring to her as our wife now. That's amazing.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other three torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
Man, this is just such an abusive relationship. It's so painful. Poor sweet princess. How the opportunist thrives in this kind of life. Yeah, he's into it. Ask about him.
He's the voice that whispers.
Is she talking about a real voice? Like us? But we're at the head of the table. We should be in charge. Is he more powerful than we are?
He doesn't like that, does he? Opportunist is about to go fight him.
Is he the thing holding us down?
Alright, we can talk to it.
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response. Giving us the cold shoulder, I see. Asserting his dominance in the power structure.
Opportunist doesn't like that.
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me. But he wants me to ask, isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
This isn't fair. If I could just talk to him for 2 seconds, I'm sure we could sort this out and figure out a balanced power structure that works better for everyone. But no, he's decided he's above talking to little guys like us, huh?
Let me try this one.
The princess smiles nervously.
It's probably just gonna be the same.
Yeah, he just wants a...
Alright, let's go.
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow...
We can probably work...
Great, we don't even have a rule book.
Oh my
means
God.
We can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing.
Oh, now we're in the opportunist element.
I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling
It's not what
time,
we
you
want,
know?
Smitten. No, it is not.
What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect. Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go.
Oh, I think we got...
And so she only made us start over because we were winning. Time passes. You play the game. You win. Boom. And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time
Is this actually going to
passes.
lead to anything different,
Play
though?
the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we...
There is a long pause.
This isn't fun and...
You don't need me. The princess visibly panics as another torch.
Wait. Maybe this is...
Yeah. The game's just the shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added. And so you do. And it is fun again. But then you get
I think you
used to the
should check
additions,
memories before we move on to the
and
next route.
feeling
Yeah, we can
starts
try
to
that.
fade. Creeping. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. Winning
So
and
far, this
losing
is going the
become
same
nothing
as
but
before.
ends.
I'm out of idea.
As the words leave the princess's...
I'm happy.
Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realise how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have. Yeah, sure.
I'd love to know who inspired the opportunist. Now what?
I don't know. But we can't do...
Princess smiles as the two of
Yeah, it isn't different, but you get that achievement for winning with opportunist. Wait, I thought that the first time we played, we won in the other route too. Was it the opportunist doing? I feel like he didn't really contribute to that.
Come on, there has to be a way out of this. And wait. What's the big deal? It's nice here. We've got a lot of space, all our needs are met. We have the respect of everyone in the room.
We did, but we didn't cheat doing it. See, we didn't even need to cheat to win. The opportunist was just cheating for nothing. We could have won without him. We have the respect of everyone in the room. I don't think we do, actually. I don't think this one respects us very much.
And wait. This is what we wanted. This is what we asked for. It's good to be on top of the world. And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh. No. Oh no. The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow
There's just one left.
Say nothing.
I can't do this anymore.
She sounds so sad. Oh.
The princess sobs.
You okay?
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
No, it feels like an important part of me is gone. But I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same.
Do you?
No. I feel so bad. I mean, I don't like being mean to the princess in general, but this princess especially. No, I don't.
I guess neither of us really know what it means to care about each other. Do we? Maybe we'll learn to, eventually, or, well, maybe we won't. But either way, we aren't going to figure it out here. I think it's time to...
Oops, sorry. Just leave.
You're offering surprisingly little resistance. He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss. Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world. Well, this is less work for us anyways.
In fact, you could say no and still take her hand as well. Yeah.
Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's end.
Italian and mommy princess going to get a divorce. Yeah, we were literally calling her our wife earlier. But yeah, this relationship is in shambles. Well, no, it's better now than it was at the start of all this.
Step out into the world. I think this is the end of me. He's really good. No boss anymore. No one left to tell us what to do. I guess we'll have to be our own boss then.
I love her dress in this version. It's so beautiful.
The stars are so beautiful.
A quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet. Are we not going to dance this time since we didn't get that dialogue?
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Yeah, I guess so. I think the dancing ending was so much nicer, though. That one was really sweet.
She's
Alright.
gone. And is that a...
Alright, I think this is the end of this one. Let's take a look at the memories. See if we're missing stuff here. We're missing one thing. See through her... Oh, okay, yeah, that's... Okay. Okay. I think we have everything. We just need to... We need to load up. I think this one was the seated one? Because the second one was the one we killed. So I think the one we actually want to continue with is this one. Not that you can tell she's seated in this art, but I think this is the one that we want.
I await your return. We will meet again.
Just get going, I guess. Yep. Onwards. All right.
You're on a path in the woods.
So the
at the
den
end of
is
that
the
path,
one
you're here.
that we've only done one route of. And then there's the Fury and the Princess and the Dragon, which we've done kind of partially. But we still have a little bit more to go. I think let's just go for the den. Yeah, den has a lot of variations. Okay, let's get through that one then. Den time then.
You make your way up the
It is, but I thought you wanted to go with the one you killed. Well, if I want to fill out the memories, I think we need to go with the seated one.
The air is stale.
That's
and
true.
musty,
So
and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
there's two things
Only
that I
furniture of
would like to
note
do.
is
One
a
is to
plain
get the
wooden
memory
bed.
with
Perched on that
the
table
seated one,
is a pristine
and the other is check whether the one we killed gives us red text. So we would have to take them both to the very end. And right now, at least, we can only choose one. So, I don't know. I guess for now, I'll go with the seated one. Like, if necessary for the red text stuff, the one you killed is still seated? Was she? Wait, was she? I thought she wasn't? Or maybe she was. Yeah, that's a good point. I guess she was. Should we reload that one then? The only end is if you danced or not danced. Huh. Yeah, like you can't really tell on these sprites. She's still seated. Okay. Alright, let's go with that one then. Don't overwrite the save! Oh my gosh, every time. Okay. Alright, yeah, well thanks for letting me know about that. Because
I await
it's
your
hard to
return,
tell.
But it will give me. We will meet again.
Okay, we definitely want to go with this one then.
You're on a... You're here to... You make your way up.
The fluffy creature has also arrived. Are you gonna cause trouble today? She was chewing on my cables earlier. You like doing that, huh? You like causing a little bit of mischief.
The interior of the cabin.
Okay, no blade.
The door to the basement creaks.
Voice of the
open,
cat has appeared.
revealing a
Hey, voice of the
staircase
cat, do you want to say
faintly
something?
illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
We want to hear your voice. No? No voice? A voiceless cat.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd
You walk down the stairs and
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Alright, I'm telling you when you make a small mistake like that is why I'm here. Thank you for doing that, really. Actually, can you guys give me just like a yes or no? Is there, whatchamacallit? Does the den have different, like, well, no, it has to have different routes depending on which choices you take earlier. I imagine it doesn't have any different options based on what you do in Chapter 1, though? It's only stuff in Chapter 2? Let's retrieve the blade.
thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me? You'll regret this. I promise you. But go
There's two
ahead.
separate voices depending on
Run
how you get to it in
along and
Chapter
get
2.
whatever
Okay.
you're planning to get.
I'm trying to remember which one I got last time.
But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains.
I believe the
before
difference was like whether you
make it
actually managed to
back
kind
down
of
here.
defeat her in the first one. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil. Yeah, don't worry about that. Chapter 1 never matters for Chapter 3. Yeah, that's good to know.
Slip these chains.
Normally I don't like
Can't, right?
spoilers or like
She needed
specifics,
our help to get out.
but for this playthrough,
You hear
because
the conviction in her voice.
I've
I
already
don't think she's bluffing. She has to be
played this
bluffing
game so
once.
much, and at this point I want to get the new content instead of just doing trial and error. So I'm more okay with hints for this playthrough.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's.
Like, maybe
only
don't
possible
give me like
salvation.
specific instructions for how to get specific options. Chapter 1 matters if you want to get a specific voice for Ascension. Not sure which one, what you're talking about for that, but
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a... Is it just me?
okay. I guess let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
I don't know if this is gonna matter I feel like she's just gonna murder me regardless. Close the door behind you?
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Wait, which one do you mean by ascension? Do you mean apotheosis? Or a tower? Apotheosis, yeah. We've gotten apotheosis with both voices. And I don't believe it depended on chapter 1. Paranoid and contrarian, yeah, I think so. Come on out. Let's just get this over with.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
She can definitely outweight us. Venture into the shadows, I guess?
You step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges.
Oh, apparently you lock yourself out of the paranoid if you tell the princess she'll end the world in chapter 1. That is a very good point. Yeah, I think you're right on that one. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we did both in chapter 1, didn't matter. That's because for both of them, I didn't tell the princess that she would end the world. Yeah, no, I think Paper Pyre is right. I remember that changes the dialogue with her in the tower. Yeah, we managed to do it in such a way that it didn't matter. But yeah, that is correct.
The ferocity overwhelms. This is the end. I'm afraid you shouldn't have let that. Everything goes dark.
Alright, beast time.
Path.
Let's just go.
A warning.
I remember because I was helping another streamer get it and was shocked by how much trouble they were having. Yeah. Yeah, that would be tricky. If you accidentally did that and then didn't know how to get out of it.
The interior of the cabin is...
Okay. Save. So, let me see if I can remember what the different options are for the den. I believe there was one that, like, unlocks you being able to actually defeat her. Like, there's one where you try to defeat her, and there's one where you try to, like, trick her. Finally, we're here, my rival. Yeah. I think it depends on your encounter with her, like whether you manage to outsmart her in the fight here. I don't know how much taking the blade matters. I imagine it changes some things. I'm gonna try taking the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
So last time I did this, I think we failed the encounter with her. Two voices in den, yeah. Voice of the gambler, voice of the monster versus the beast. Place your bets now. Yeah, who do you think will win? I mean, I feel like monster sounds stronger than beast, but this beast is pretty monstrous.
Revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still the air seeping. She growls.
I can...
She sounds all impatient. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding it. You see only a... Remember, you're not. Doesn't matter what she is. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves.
You need the blade for one, other one doesn't matter. Yeah, I imagine the one you need the blade for is where you actually, like, defeat her in battle.
I can hear your heart pound. I'm so much more than...
A shiver rushes
I
up your
think
spine.
last time I did fail the battle.
The air's shifting. She's...
So... So I guess before I've generally stuck with the one I did first to the end and then tried to do the other one. But honestly, I kind of really want to see if I can defeat her. Let's just try it.
You lunge for action on instinct. In an instant, she's pounced on us. Before you can blink, she's gone.
You're faster than you were before.
You whirl around to find her, and you're...
So she's cut off our escape.
I feel like if we run for the stairs, we're just leaving ourselves vulnerable. Kind of want to try it, though. It's been so long since I did the other variations of the beast that I don't really remember all the details, but we can try.
She's right there. We have to wait for an opening.
That's fair. She'll kill us if we try and run past her.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I guess we have to talk to her first. Stop hiding and show yourself. I don't think there's any point in talking to her. Let's just fight.
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets.
You're deflecting.
And you bear your weakness to the world.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
It doesn't matter if it keeps
Listen
us
to the
alive,
hunted,
if it
please.
eventually kills
Yeah.
us. We need to take back the
I
momentum.
think
We
you
need
have
do
to
something.
listen to the hunted for a while until, like, the very end. Survive or wait for her to strike and hit her back? I think survive, probably.
A new patch of jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
Oh, I think maybe now I can run for the stairs, now that she's moved.
Yes, now's our chance. Quick. And then what? We need a plan. We need to figure out something. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive.
Yep.
As you turn to sprint for the stairs, you feel the air shift. You instinctively glance behind you just in time to see the princess lunge from the shadows, more unhinged and dripping, eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined
that did not
to
work.
overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured. I guess that's it then, isn't it?
Nope.
Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are
Alright,
in
I think we
dark,
need to reload.
caustic place.
This is not going to get us to the den. Let's reload and autosave, actually. Okay. Running for the stairs clearly does not work. I don't think I can keep this up.
You have to. We at least have to make an opening.
I guess we're just trying to kill time at this point. I don't think talking to her is actually going to do anything, but we need to buy some time. We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have already left? What is that noise? If you're hearing noises from my end, I think it's some sort of... I was gonna say ambulance, but that's not an ambulance siren. That's some kind of siren, I think. The heck is that?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
That's really annoying, honestly. I guess it's probably like a police siren.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
A tickling sensation rises at the base of your neck. Flee. We can't keep doing this.
I'm pretty sure at some point we need to strike back, but I don't know how long we need to do this. I think for now let's try to follow the hunted's advice.
You're in control. Or maybe She's a little faster. You avoid her slavering jaws, but she manages to graze you, her titanic momentum skinning you along your side. It's like being sideswiped by sandpaper. How is she that fast?
You're bleeding now.
You instinctively touch your side, testing her claim. It's wet and stings from the gentle touch of your fingertips. A costly mistake. We can't make it again. We will make it again unless something changes. We have to break the pattern. We need more time. She's cutting off our escape.
Our game is nearing its end.
I mean, I can't imagine running for the stairs works better now than it did last time. So I think maybe we need to keep talking then.
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want.
She is very fast,
You
yeah.
have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants, just slay her. Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful. She's just a princess. Don't overthink it. She is clearly not. She's more tense this time. She means this next blow to be the last.
Okay, I think this one we have to strike back.
The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache. We're exhausted. We're bleeding. We're still alive. We owe it to ourselves to move.
I think we have to strike her back this time. I mean, I don't know, we could maybe do again. We are also going to have an autosave here, so we can come back. But I want to try striking back.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain and we are bleeding. Exactly. If we don't do something now, we're finished. As the princess lunges at you from the shadows once more, you tighten your grip, lashing out with the blade. But your injured side stretches and tears as you move, and you find yourself slowed by the sudden pain. The princess, Moore's unhinged and dripping, eyes piercing.
Okay, well that didn't work.
Close it.
I guess we do just have to keep running. Alright. Keep running.
Once again, you nearly avoid the full force of the impact, and once again you are too slow to come away unscathed. You're starting to get tired. You're making mistakes. This isn't working. We have to do something. We have to figure out a plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. We're trying, but we can't keep this up much longer. We have to. We keep up or we die.
It ain't necessarily over until you're in her belly. That's a good point. Yeah. Maybe I should have actually gone through with that. But let's see what this one takes us. Yeah, thanks goodness for save points. There's plenty of autosaves at least.
You're getting slow.
She seizes the opportunity, lunging once again from the darkness, fangs bared and claws flashing. She attacks over and over and over, and each time she leaves with a little piece of you. Too tired to think, but we have to think. We have to move. It's too late. Before you get the chance to react at all, she makes her last foray from the dark corners of the room, unhinging her dripping maw, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. You do your best to dive out of the way, and you partially succeed. Partially? Yes, the princess fails to swallow you whole. She only swallows your lower body. That's just as bad. That's worse, even. It's death either way. At least this will be a faster end. You look down to see that the dirt between you is strewn with your intestines, trailing all the way up and disappearing behind her blood-stained teeth.
Why is she not getting tired?
Your legs are
Because
on
she's
their
just
way to
that
the sea.
good.
You start to go into
Princess
shock.
is not to be messed with.
The princess, bloody saliva dripping from her lips, idly gnaws on what's left of you. as you rapidly fade away.
I didn't mean to do that. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
Well, we're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path.
Slurp it up like spaghetti.
That'll work.
Yep.
We're going in with a plan this time. We're not getting stuck in another loop, just acting on instinct. We're stuck in a big enough loop as it is.
Oh, you have no idea, Skeptic. We've been in this loop for so long. But yeah, I think this is the other route that we didn't get last time. I don't actually remember which voice we had last time, but I think the Skeptic is the other one. I think the other one is the one you got, yeah. What was the other voice? Was it Stubborn or something? Stubborn, probably? Yeah, I think it was Stubborn. This new version of the Beast Princess is incoming. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing her. Alright, let's save that.
Instinct was keeping us alive. Until it wasn't. So what are we supposed to do? Great, so you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done. So you know more than you're letting on. Yeah, what he said. Of course I do, but believe me, it's in your best interests. The more you know about the princess, the more difficult your task will be. And why is that? Having me explain why would defeat the whole purpose. There are simply some things I'm not allowed to tell you. It's a hard rule. And whose rule is it? Who's telling you to boss us around? We've died twice already, and if you want us to stay alive this time, it's in your best interests to give us an edge. It's my rule, and this conversation is over.
Alright, I don't think he's gonna give us answers, but let's try.
Like I said, I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage. If anything, I've told you too much. You've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much in the way of
I
motivation.
agree with the narrator. I hate that I agree with him. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Proceed to cabin.
You make your way down to the cabin. So, we need a plan. We've been over the plan. Goad her out of the shadows. Make her show herself. And what if she doesn't want to be seen? We'll figure out a way to make it happen. And if that doesn't make her any easier to fight, it will. It's always easier to fight what you can see, no matter how big or toothy she might be. She spent as much time as she could in the shadows. So we're gonna draw her out. But she's fast. And she's clever. We're clever too. So this time we're not gonna let her cut off our escape. We're gonna lead her to the stairs ourselves. It'll be a lot easier to deal with her once we can actually see what she is. But you already know what she is. She's a princess.
You keep telling yourself that, narrator.
Yeah, right. A princess we couldn't see, and one that had big, sharp teeth too. How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing our job? Sharp teeth. The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. If there's a way forward, that mirror is blocking it off. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump. He isn't tricking us. Then either way, we need to investigate. Might as well get started.
Alright, let's try No Blade. Because I remember one of the main things we did in this route before was just literally taunt her and then run. and lure her out, and you don't really need the blade for that. I don't know how that has changed now in the pristine cut, but let's try that approach and see what happens.
You really think being unarmed is best? I hope you know what you're doing, but let's not forget that it's up here if things go south. The steel claw makes us sloppy, too confident. We'll be faster without it. You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair. Haven't you been paying attention? We're not hesitating. This supposed hole is blocked by that old mirror. That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It's so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves. You reach forward and wave your hat. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. You step forward into the dark. If there were once stairs, it smells of mold and decay. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the stay quiet. You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed. Stay on your toes. We take a step into the shadows, and as soon as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. From there, we trap her in the tunnel, draw her out of the cabin, whatever it takes to get her out of her element. Then we're safe.
Alright, I guess lure her out then.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness. Waiting for ink. That's right.
Sorry.
Keep steady. Don't let your nerves get the better of you. There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape. That's stage one. Now stay focused. You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling up towards the cabin. You hear her behind you, claws raking at the dirt, chains rattling, then snapping, breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent. But the sounds are coming slower now, the breaths pained and stuttering. You no longer sense frantic motion behind you in the tunnel. You risk a glance. She is a broad and sickly creature, her withered and emaciated flesh clinging to bones too large to fit in the narrow space. She managed to squirm her way into the tunnel in pursuit, but now she's stuck, incapable of either moving towards you or returning to the open darkness of the basement below.
Is this just going to be the same ending as before?
So that's what she's become. She wasn't like this when we started. Was she? No, she wasn't. Looking at her makes me feel sad. Yeah, now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all. She paws futilely at the air between you, but her shoulders are pinned in the narrow confines of the opening. She has no hope of reaching you. When she realizes this, her arm goes limp, flopping to the dirt floor of the tunnel, and her eyes fall from yours, defeated. Her eyes look up at yours, wide, pleading. Come back, you can imagine them saying. Don't leave me here.
Aww.
But you shouldn't listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy. She wants nothing more than to change places with you.
Are we going to get an option of what to do with her this time, I
If you want us to
wonder?
ignore her, then why would you tell us any of that wide-pleasing eyes begging for mercy business to begin with? All it does is make us feel conflicted. I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you. What should we do about her anyway? Can she still end the world like this? She hurts. We should help. Now, let's think for a second. Let's reevaluate. Should we help her?
Well, I do feel bad looking at her.
There's no way to get close without being in reach of those claws. We've come this far, but can we trust a creature that until a few short moments ago fully intended to eat us?
What an excellent question with an equally excellent answer. No, you should not help her. She's clearly just waiting for you to drop your guard. And beyond that, you do well to remember that she poses a threat to reality itself. She is stuck, and you abandoned a perfectly usable weapon right behind you. How about you turn around, get the blade, and end this once and for all?
Alright, well, let's see what we got. Let's blade first.
You turn back towards the exit, leaving her behind. The tense silence of the tunnel is suddenly interrupted by the panicked, guttural wails of a creature in distress. She has redoubled her struggle against the confines of the earth around her, the very walls shaking as she desperately thrashes against them.
She is stuck here, right?
Of course, it's too small for her to get up here.
But is up here stable?
I don't know. I didn't think about that when I started to plan all this.
It isn't. It's only dirt and stone, and she is very, very big. Hurry!
Ooh.
Do your best to scramble up towards the exit, but you barely manage to get halfway before the ground beneath you begins to crumble. And she is getting closer, her breath hot on the back of your neck.
Damn it all. This whole thing is just an exercise in futility, isn't it?
No words, only action. Keep running. But the tunnel collapses before either you or the princess manage to reach the exit. Everything goes dark and we die?
Yeah, let's go for chapter 4.
Oh no, you're perfectly fine. You're just buried under literal tons of earth, as is the princess.
Why, for the love of everything, did I not think about the stability of the tunnels? I'm supposed to be smarter than this. I'm supposed to have a plan for everything.
This is all my fault. I was the one who started worrying about this place falling apart.
And what, you think worrying made the tunnel collapse?
I mean, in this place, it very well might have.
I don't know. Maybe.
It was physics. You can't change things just by thinking about them. That's ridiculous.
I mean, the paranoids made it work on a number of occasions.
Bickering and bickering doesn't matter, because now we're here, stuck in a dark place. Not a place to move, not even room to dig. Something shifts in the
There's her
gloom around you.
eye.
An eye opens. The wet glint of it pierces the darkness, its pupil focused on you. The princess. At least she's as stuck as you are. Not that it'll do much good in the end. Stuck is still alive.
Skeptic is like the anti-paranoid in many ways. Yeah, pretty much.
But it's not alive forever. I can smell the end all around us. Sweet and empty. This is where we die. I'm going to lie down now. The eye stares at you with resignation, a glimmer of regret. Are we going to be here forever? Is this my fault?
Aww. I know whose fault this isn't. It isn't ours. I wonder how many of these actually affect anything. Come on, you have to give us something. Just a little wiggle room.
If we had wiggle room, he would have said we had wiggle room.
He's right. There's nothing I can do here. I'm sorry.
Skeptic would be a very useful voice in any other scenario because of his logic, but unfortunately he's stuck in a completely illogical place. Yep.
No more circles to run in. It's time to sleep.
Struggle to free yourself?
Good luck with that.
Damn it, skeptic!
You do your best to move your body, but try as you might, your earthen coffin doesn't budge in the slightest. This is pointless. Just give up already and die a miserable death with the rest of us. And then we'll start again and we'll do better.
So we're dying down here. How long is that going to take?
A while. You're stuck, not injured. I wonder what'll get us first. Suffocation. Thirst. We could always just let ourselves die.
That doesn't sound like you. I thought you were all about survival.
Only when survival is possible. There's nothing left for us here but suffering. Hate to break it to you, but you can't just decide to die. Death is something that happens to you. It's external. It's a consequence.
You almost sound like you think we deserve this.
We made a mistake. It's what's supposed to happen to us. It's the only way we can live.
Wow, that's dark. Says the guy who can just decide to stop our heart. Yeah, we've died just by deciding to on a number of occasions, I think. This is both of our faults. I'm sorry.
A tear clouds the eye. It's okay. It isn't. If this is the end, don't reconcile with this creature. Revile her. This is her fault.
Shut up, narrator.
We all know where this is going, so get on with it. All right, I'll go into extra detail, just for you. The weight of the world you have destroyed rests on your chest. It both crushes and cradles you, holding your lungs in a stasis where you can never take in quite enough breath for comfort. Your limbs ache, muscles screaming in their locked positions, one arm slowly growing numb as your blood struggles to reach it. There is dirt in your eyes. They fill with tears.
Okay, I think that's enough. We get the picture. Skip to the everything goes dark part, please.
No, not quite yet. I haven't even gotten to the starvation, or the thirst. That gnawing that starts as a nibble, a little reminder that despite it all, you're still alive. You can see that she too feels herself being eaten from the inside. Her gaze never leaves you. Any semblance of thought has vanished, replaced with a desire for the only thing that can sate her hunger.
She's extra hungry
You
now.
can feel a strain as your parched mouth attempts and fails to water. But even with a dry tongue, your hunger is such that you can't help but think about what her flesh might taste like.
We just really want to eat each other in this route.
Don't think I'll forget how much you're enjoying this, you sick bastard. Don't worry, the end is close. Your mind grows cloudy as your blood slows, your chest trying to suck in enough oxygen to feed your starved muscles, your bruised ribs doing little more than bumping up against hard, packed dirt. You aren't even sure you have limbs anymore, and whether the vacant ache where they once were is just the memory of limbs. Any second, you might breathe in one last shallow earth.
Well, are we almost done yet?
I think so.
He's gone. And we're somewhere new. Is this what happens when we really die?
Neither you nor the princess ever draw that final breath, because neither of you dies here. As the world around you unwinds, she places her head at your feet. I'm cold, say her eyes. I don't want to be cold. Yeah, I think this might be the first time we really get a good look at her form in this route. Puppy! Give her some wet food stat.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that note.
Machine cut made done, one of my favorite routes. Yeah, the new changes have been so cool.
That. You're right.
Alright. What have we got?
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. All
Well, I think this vessel is still the same.
this one is consumed by instinct. A dam she wishes me to devour you. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
Oh, let's save this one just in case, and then we can reload the previous thing. Or no, not this. This one, I guess? Or, I mean, there might be some other options here, but I doubt it. Let's go back here. Approach her.
What are you doing? We could all just turn around and be done. What's your game? You and I both know there's no game. He's made a bad choice. As you draw near, she readies her claws, raising them to strike. Don't flinch. Show her our resolve.
Ooh. I really want to try offering her my hand, but let's try flinch first.
Bad. This is a bad
She's just gonna
thing
kill us,
to
isn't
do.
she?
Against the wise protestations of the little voice in your head, you flinch. The princess's claws rake across your body, tearing you open. You fall forward as she hooks you with her paw, dragging you towards her. You start to grow cold. She prods you in an almost sorrowful confusion, hoping for some reaction. But there is no reaction for her to find. Your body is irreparably broken.
That's just a kitty. Yep.
I don't
She's
think
just
she
trying to
wanted
play with
hurt
us. She just thinks we're a little chew toy.
And yet she did. Intent matters less than facts. Her sorrow doesn't last, and when it's gone, she begins to feast. Pray again. It's all just a circle, and it never ends.
But the circle doesn't close. Or will it ever? Alright.
She's gone, and there's that.
The shifting mound. What's in your mouth? Yep.
This doesn't. That thing reeks of. You're right.
Drop it,
Part of me wants the
princess.
truth, but something
Bad
stronger
kitty.
is holding me.
Spit it out. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, I guess this is just the same. We didn't even get an achievement for that one or anything.
What are you doing? We could.
I was going to say she won't eat us, but she did. Yep. Offer her your hand.
You reach forward, offering the princess your hand. How ridiculous. She was about to kill you. Do you really think getting stuck in a tunnel for less than a minute has fundamentally changed her? Yes, she's a victim of her own nature, just like we are.
Princess paw. Yep.
If all she wanted was to kill us, she'd have kept trying. But she's hesitating, isn't she?
It's okay. We'll tame her yet.
Yes, she is.
Train her with
Eyes
treats.
shift from faux ferocity to confusion to a gentle sadness. She lowers her claw and places it in your hand. Ugh.
Aw. It's like trying to gain the trust of, like, a rescue dog.
Do you think we can pull her out of there? We have to try. It's a bad death being stuck in place. And what if it doesn't work? What if we can't trust her? We have to trust someone else eventually. It's either him or her. And I know you don't trust him. I don't even trust the rest of you. But that doesn't mean we have to go around pulling bloodthirsty monsters out of perfectly good
Perfectly
traps.
good trap, yeah.
But we haven't seen what happens if we help her. Doesn't that mean it's worth exploring? I can't argue with that. Alright, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll finally get some
Skeptic is
answers.
like me. He wants to explore all of the possible options. Pull her free.
You tug, but the princess remains stuck. What a shame that the bones of her massive form are too large to fit through the narrow tunnel.
Shut up.
Keep pulling. All he has are empty words. He can't undermine us if we don't listen. You are all infuriating to work with. But fine, you continue to pull on the princess's arm and she starts to budge. She pushes with her back legs, clawing at the earth, a burst of strength aiding your efforts. The dirt and stone start to crumble around her. That's the spirit. Keep going. Yes, quickly, before the whole tunnel comes down on top of us. Yes, wouldn't that be an interesting
Oh my god, narrator.
What if the very nature of this tunnel was such that you were incapable of leaving safely with the princess? How devious.
Do not.
Does it
Skeptic, don't
collapse?
give him ideas. Yeah, too late for that.
Yes,
No!
it does. As you pull the princess free, the tunnel around you does exactly what you thought it might do. It falls apart. Trapped. No, we have to get out. We have to get out. It's too late to scramble for freedom now, little voice. You didn't think just pulling her out of there would be consequence-free, did you? Well, the ceiling collapses. Heavy stones tumbling down on top of you and the princess, and I don't believe it. Let me guess. Everything goes dark, and we die. No,
Oh.
not yet. You open your eyes to see the princess.
Oh,
her body
no.
stretched over yours, her face wincing as she shields you from the heavy rocks and debris. There is space enough for you to move.
Oh,
Use the map.
sweetie.
I'll be damned. So there's more to her after all.
Oh.
The pack is always stronger than the lone hunter. We save her, she saves us. She understands. Well, we can't keep saving each other forever. Her arms are already starting to give out. There's a whole mountain of earth on top of her, just waiting to bury you both. We can always dig, both of us. It beats suffocating to death down here in the dark. Then let's do it.
Alright.
You and the princess dig through the loose earth of the collapsed tunnel together. How sweet. But it seems the harder you try to claw your way forward, the denser the path becomes. All of this effort, and for what? A chance to end the world? I hope you fail. His words are nothing. Pay attention to what you feel and see. It doesn't matter if you ignore me, because I'm just telling you what's happening, and what's happening is that you and the princess are getting tired.
It's so
and your
cute, I
mouths
love
are full
her.
of dirt, and it's getting harder to breathe.
I do kind of wonder if part of the narrator's purpose is just like he tells us things just with the intent of influencing our perception. I mean, I guess that's kind of obvious to an extent, but like because so much of this world depends on how we perceive it, I think he's hoping that he can sway us.
Harder to breathe is still breathing. Well, either way, the two of you are miserable.
Shut up.
I don't know. I feel like we're forming a bond with her. Can't be all that bad if we're bonding.
Hero is so pure.
She's not capable of bonding. Need I remind you that as soon as she saw you, she tried to eat you? You are not friends, and as soon as you're out, you'll see just how seriously she values your life.
So an interesting theory that the construct itself is sentient and its purpose is to keep the princess trapped. I don't think so. I think the instances of, you know, the world changing to trap the princess is the narrator's influence. Is him, like, speaking that into existence. Hence why the door locks on you when you try to leave, or in The Witch when the roots trap you. I think it's the narrator's doing. I think that's just, like... I don't know exactly what the causality here, if, like, he says that that's what happens, and when we hear that, we make it happen, or if the narrator has some other power over the construct to make things happen, and then he just describes what he's trying to make happen. Yeah, Adversary Root has that moment when he says the princess is dead, but she comes back to life when Stubborn disbelieves it. Exactly. That, like, he tries to speak things into existence, but then when we disagree with him, it all falls apart. And, like, all these other instances of, like, him trying to lock doors, and we're like, oh no, we can still open it, because we believe we can. He says he isn't able to perceive things the way you can. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the full details of his, like, the extent of his power, but I would theorize that that's what he's doing. He's part of the world to a lesser degree. Yeah, I'm not 100% clear on all the metaphysics of this world.
If you were so sure we were going to fail, you wouldn't sound so desperate. You're just hot air. There's nothing of substance to you at all, is there? I have plenty of substance. I have feelings and desires. Like my desire to save everyone in the world. I feel that very strongly.
There is a mosquito in my room, and it's flying around me. That thing better get the hell out of here. How did it even get in here?
Do you smell it? Fresh.
It's okay, because I don't think the devs thought about it that much either. I think they did. I think it's just the nature of this game is such that everything is very abstract, so it can be hard to put all of the pieces together. Claw your way to freedom.
With one final massive heave of her body, the princess pushes her way out of the tunnel, leaving you behind in the quickly collapsing space you once shared. Yours was an alliance of convenience, just as I predicted. She has left you to die, buried and alone.
Shut up. She's going to come back for us.
You are unbelievably petty. Oh, my pettiness is nothing compared to yours. You were delighting in my suffering and the damnation of the entire world just moments ago. She hasn't left. She's coming back. Don't you hear her? No, she isn't. She's... How many times do you have to be before you stop talking?
Yeah.
The princess stares down at you from the opening. Before the tunnel can finish sealing itself, she cranes her elongated neck and gently...
Aww, he's so cute.
She carries you across the half-collapsed ruin that was a cabin, carefully setting you down by the door. If there were to be a record, let it show that I tried. I really, really tried. But there won't be a record, will there?
Open the door and step into the wilds.
You open the door, the two of you stepping out into the fresh air and collapsing together onto the dewy grass of the outside world.
We made it. Big kitty,
We're
yep.
outside, and there's ground beneath our feet. I don't see any oblivion. Admit it. There never was an end of the world coming, was there?
He does not reply.
Yeah, we got him there, didn't we? I don't think I've ever seen him stunned into silence before. Can't you feel the hole where he was? He's gone. Fancy that. I'm not sure gone is good.
They think they got him to shut up, but he's dead. Yep. The princess rests her head close to you. Her eyes stare into yours amid the untextured threads of a world unraveled. Are we free, I ask? I'm cold. I don't want to be cold. I love how all of the dialogue, quote unquote, in this route is through her eyes. That's very fun. Fancy Pat, aka British for no shit. Yep. Aww. Hug the kitty.
She's gone. And there's that mirror.
The lion and the
Why's it here?
mouse.
Why now?
Alright.
This.
You're right.
I am a growing chorus.
So I think the actual vessel is still the same. You know what? I'm gonna go and check in the memories what other... how many other vessels we... Oh! Do we have pretty much everything? Okay, so it looks like there isn't really a different vessel on this one. So I probably don't need to worry too much about that one. But we do still have a couple more routes, which I suspect might be from taking the knife. Okay. Let's go ahead and load back up then. I think first we can try not taking the knife, but not,
You really think being unarmed is best? You reach forward and wave.
not trying to lure her out. Like to see what the missing are. I mean, I don't want to see the specifics yet. I think we still have plenty to explore. Shifty, I know you can't hear me, but hi. Yep. We should
The
talk.
princess leaves your remark unanswered.
Yeah, I don't think this one talks.
See?
Only her eyes
She
do.
knows we have to be like her. Focused, present, patient. I suppose it'll take a little more than words to coax her out. Let's keep going. You put the voices...
Though I guess, to be
your
fair, on the other hand,
seed down
I am somewhat short on
stairs.
time now, so
The
maybe I
basement is
should
dark.
actually look for hints. Sure, let's try talking to her.
She doesn't respond. I assume that.
Well, we can say ready to fight. She's gonna absolutely wreck us immediately.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped. There. We're screwed. I know. This wasn't part of the plan. We were supposed to come down here prepared with a weapon and... oh, what's the use? You just barely make out the shape of teeth and eyes as the princess emerges, enormous maw gaping, ready to swallow you whole. And...
And that's it? Wow. Okay, that was fast.
she's gone. And there's that...
Alright. Well, I think we know that there's not going to be a new vessel or anything, so let's just go ahead and reload. Let's take the knife.
Yes, take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump. Odds are we'll need it. Thanks for not putting us in a bad spot. You step forward. You reach forward and wave. You say nothing, maintaining the side of the base.
Alright, I do kind of wonder if having the knife would change things when we're trapped. Let's try that real quick.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement.
You already have a weapon, and she's as vulnerable as she's ever going to be. How about you use it? Okay, let's do a save here. Let's try leaving first.
You turn back towards the exit.
Oh, and you can see the knife in my hand.
Tense silence of the
Yeah. Still have the blade. Maybe I can still end this.
I wish that were the case, but she's too far away for you to reach, and even if she weren't,
Freaking
your
mosquito.
arm is pinned.
It's going after me. Well, we can end ourselves, at least.
Can you make it unpinned? Of course he can't. We've been over this. You can't just change reality on a whim. That's what makes it real. He's right. There's nothing I can do here. I'm sorry. No more circles to run in.
So is there... I guess there's nothing else. Alright. Drop the blade and approach her probably puts us exactly back to where we were without the blade, so let's try approaching her with the blade behind her back.
As you draw near, she readies her claws, raising them to strike. Don't flinch. If you're going to attack, might I... Violence is still a mercy here. It's still help. Yeah, maybe this is what's best for everyone. I still think leaving would have been best, but we haven't seen what happens after she dies. It could give us some answers. You rush forward, your confidence carrying you with enough speed to avoid her desperate strike. Your blade sinks deep into her chest. So we actually did it. Why does it feel so bad? Killing the weak always does.
This one is likely to be a red text one, so maybe we should save this one.
Don't think she's dead just yet. She isn't. As you dig towards her heart, she howls with an earth-shattering shriek, and then... We're at least taking her with us, right? Yes, but not without paying a grave price. She lashes out, tearing you open. Another death, and we've still learned nothing. I knew leaving was the right answer. You should have listened to me. It doesn't matter now. In her final moments, she made sure that there would be no way out for either of you. It's over.
There's no true end, and you do not get the chance to see her die. Nor will you ever.
She's gone. And there's...
Did I not get an achievement for that? That's actually kind of surprising. Oh, no, there it is. There it is.
This... You're right.
Alright, I think that's it. Actually, let's save this one. It's a very non-descriptive place to save. But you know what? We can save at the... Or, no, whatever. Let's just go back. We can go back here and try to fight her?
Yes, take the steel claw. You pull the odds are... You step forward. You reach forward and wave your... You say nothing, maintaining the bait.
Fight time.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest. You just barely make out the shape of teeth and eyes as the princess emerges, enormous maw gaping, ready to swallow you whole.
Oh, that really doesn't work here either. I guess you need the stubborn for that to work.
And
Huh. Weird. Alright.
She's gone, and there's... This, that, you're...
Okay. Back, I guess. Back to the beast. Does it matter if we take the blade here? I think we do have to take the blade for stubborn.
Take the blade from the table.
Alright.
The door to the basement creaks open. You lunge to the side, pick...
I think what I did last time was I dodged the first time and then I just very quickly tried to stab her.
To swallow you.
Why does anything kill anything else? She needs to.
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse. What she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen. She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us... It doesn't matter if it...
Alright, let's hit her.
This isn't going to work. If we keep dodging her forever, as the princess lunges from the shadows once more, sent sprawl, we can already feel the massive bruise. Ha! Look at that! We wounded her. And she wounded us. Bad trade.
That hurt. Are you just a
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious. You collapse to the floor. Struggling, you're lying in a nest of your own intent. The princess, drenched in both her blood and your...
No, that's it then. Do better next time.
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation.
Alright. I'm going. Well, thanks for coming, Omega Prime. I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah.
Here we go. There's the
And
stubborn.
This time we're not gonna run until...
Let's go. Let's do it.
You make your way down to... The interior is dark.
Okay. Save time. Alright, so last time I ended up, like... surrendering to instinct and trying to eat the princess. So we'll see if we can do other things this time. I guess, on the skeptic's route, trying to fight her didn't do anything. So let's see if trying to fight her changes things here.
You step forward, approaching. Reach forward and wave your...
Lie, we don't have to fight.
The princess leaves your remark unanswered.
Past the point of words anyway. This is a conversation that can only be had with hard steel and sharp teeth.
You put the voices to the back of your mind and proceed down the stairs. The basement is dark and it doesn't matter if we...
Let's fight, I guess.
You step into the shadow there. She's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined, you're quick to react, swinging your blade. See, I told you. We needed to assert. Her gleaming eyes watch you. Hunger. Yes. I'd like to see her try. The princess lunges with even more ferocity than before.
Oh, I probably should have checked the memories
Both
again.
voices were right. Within that ferocity there is... Not a word is spoken between you and the princess and yet. For all the wounds you've managed...
So she really can.
Nah, screw that. We die if we do that. We have to... She shifts toward... Take it.
Okay, so we're not embracing instinct this time. We're gonna strike at her heart.
You hurl yourself towards the princess, your movement too quick, too bold for her to intercept. You bury your blade deep in her chest. Yes, yes, we're going out in a blaze of glory. Nature doesn't have glory. This is just death. She howls in pain, retaliating with claws and teeth, desperately tearing, trying to devour you to make herself whole once again.
Oh, this one definitely gives red
Chunks of
text.
your
Oh,
flesh are
okay.
torn away, feathers and blood and bits of gore splattering to the ground. But your work is already done. No sating of her ravenous hunger will be enough to mend her now. Though her flesh begins to seal itself around you, she cannot remove your blade from her heart. You and the princess collapse to the floor together, your bodies fused, entwined in a bloody mass of limbs and teeth. I wouldn't have it any other way. As the two of you fade, a new emotion creeps into the princess's eyes. Something akin to shame. What have we done? They ask.
It almost looks like my hand is like caressing the side of her face. Look at that.
I guess that's it. At least we saved the world. Right? Right? He's gone. Everything is gone, except her. And us. It doesn't matter. We won.
He's so proud of himself. The princess's eyes speak again. I'm cold. I don't want to be cold.
She's gone, and there's that mirror again. Why is...
All right. There it is.
This, that, screw...
All right, let's go check the memories again. How are we on the den? Oh, I guess that's all of them. We did it. All right, since you say this one gives red text, I'm going to go ahead with this one.
I am a girl.
I guess let's save just in case, just to lock it in. I guess I usually end, or yeah, I usually end streams on the opening of the new chapter 1. So I think this is probably going to be a good place to end.
You're on a path in the woods.
So
And at the
we
end
do
of
still
that
have
path is a cabin,
the
and in the basement of that
mean
cabin
version of the Spectre route
is
to
a
do,
princess.
and the tower version of the Fury. We've done Adversary to Fury, but we haven't done Tower to Fury. I imagine those two will have less to do because, you know, I've already done a lot of those routes. I only have kind of some subsections of those left. So I imagine that's going to take less time. I don't know if I want to try doing at least part of one of them now, because it is a little bit late, but on the other hand, I don't have a lot of time, and we have a lot of content to get through, so I don't know. So we have what? We have a couple more on the Fury. Whoops. No. And we have a couple more on the Princess and the Dragon. So I think it'll be fine if we end here. This is probably the best spot to end the stream. So yeah, I guess that'll be it. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. I still really, really like the Happily Ever After route. That was really nice. It's just, it's so sad. Poor princess. And yeah, this new content in the den is really cool too. I loved getting to actually form a little bond with her. And like getting to see more of her kind of, I was gonna say humanity, but I don't know if it really counts as humanity at this point when she's like really a beast. But yeah, just like getting through to her a little bit and becoming friends with her. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll be back on Thursday, 7 p.m. EST, my usual stream time, to get through our last two sub routes and hopefully finish out this run. And then we'll just have the red text stuff to do. So yeah, I guess that's it. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you then, hopefully. Bye, guys.